Where? I said good morning to you.
I'm just joking.
Oh,
Lord have mercy. That's what we.
All right, let me see. All right. No. Courtroom 233.
I said one. Can't move fast. Yeah. Niece is nuts. It is. I can imagine seeing the ball in school.
Was it traffic?
No. Oh, what is that?
That's what it said.
He said, we went last year. I said, oh, that's what I've been to.
Yeah. Okay, this is crazy. I'm just saying there's no discussion. Two, three, five, seven, zero, zero, seven.
Put them out.
Confused. Different judges.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you would.
Oh, there it is. Oh, they put the case in wrong.
So he just hired, he sent me this first day. Also, it's for sure. So. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
All right.
Yeah.
Mr. Wallace, are you ready? We're ready.
I am.
36th District Court, City of Detroit, State of Michigan, is now in session with the Honorable Judge Ronald Giles presiding.
Be received.
Judge, this one thing, this case that Mr. Wallace is on has a co-defendant, but the co-defendant is scheduled for today in front of Roberts. You ready, Captain? Calling case number 23-57007, the people of the state of Michigan versus Sterling Minion. Defendant number 1 is charged with count 2, police officer fleeing 4th-degree vehicle code. Habitual offender, second notice. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Morning, Judge Alexander. We have the people, P number P86590.
Good morning, Your Honor, and good morning to your staff. Ted Wallace, P80922, on behalf of Mr. Minion, who I do not believe is present and would ask the court to waive his presence for today's hearing.
Waive the hearing for the purpose of today's hearing. Pleasure.
Your Honor, we'd like to have a preliminary exam in this matter.
June 8th at 10 o'clock.
June 8th at 10 o'clock will work.
All right. Anything further?
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much. Everybody have a good weekend.
You too.
Courtroom 233, Judge Johnson. Yeah, we have the older case. Do you have the case number that we have? You have that case? Yeah, great. Yeah, scheduled for June 30th. Is everybody on? Is this a fact attorney?
You're right. Nikki Lowry,
Is that the same attorney again? Okay. So how do you get a case? Okay, all right, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. All right, thank you. All right. So the attorneys, I don't have no other attorney. Hey, Glenn, I need that file too. All right, thank you. All right, bye. So Judge, there's a case in front of Judge Jefferson for a PCC today, Larnell Graves. We have the older case and we scheduled him for a competency on 6:30. So the attorney is gonna log in, huh? And then it's supposed to be bringing me the file.
I'm gonna go get it for you.
Oh. Yeah, that would be nice.
Graves,
Yes, Larnell Graves.
did you say Judge,
Jefferson,
Judge? Okay.
439. Good morning, Attorney Sophia Nelson.
Good morning.
Who you here on?
I'm here on Larnell Graves. It's a new case. Judge Giles has an older case with him. I was in Jefferson this morning on the new case, and she said that it had to go with the older case in front of Giles. And she said she called over here, and I was instructed to zoom in.
Okay. Do you happen to have the new case number?
Yes, one moment. It is case number 23-057-06-701.
All right, thank you. Oh, dang, I just sent more up there.
All right, okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, yeah.
Hey, tell her, Rob, you're fast.
All right. Ready, Kim?
I am.
Calling case number 2357067, the people of the state of Michigan versus Larnell Graves. Defendant is charged with count 1, breaking and entering a building with intent. Habitual offender for notice. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Judge. Alex Waringa, on behalf of the people, P number P86590.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sophia Nelson of Neighborhood Defender Service on behalf of Mr. Graves, P77960. I would waive Mr. Graves' presence for the purposes of this probable cause conference.
All right, court will waive his appearance for the purpose of this hearing. Understanding we referred his other case for competency to stand trial. And we're set for a hearing on June 30th.
That is correct, Your Honor.
And this matter will join that one.
Can an order be sent for the forensic center on this case as well, Your Honor?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll, I think that's the only way we can attach it. And stay the time. Yeah, we'll send out a new order on this one and let them know about the other one. Probably just put them together already.
I will advise the court and Prosecutor Wieringa that the complainant in this case is Mr. Graves' sister, who is his primary caregiver. And she has called Blair Moody's. This case was originally signed to Judge Jefferson and left a voicemail that she does not wish to prosecute. She does not wish to proceed. I will instruct her to call Mr. Wieringa as well. You know, it's possible that we can dispose of this case before the 30th.
All right. We will give her a call to confirm that. Thank you, Doc.
All right. Thank you.
That's why you're sick.
All right, let's see. I got this. Marcus Harris. Let's see
Morning.
here.
What's up, John? Pretty good. So, just my.
Good morning.
Morning,
You're here on Marcus Harris, Council?
yes. Could I get
All
a
right.
breakout room with him, please?
Sure. Mr. Harris?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with your attorney. You might wanna put another shirt on. You are in court.
Okay, 1 second.
So, listen, I'm gonna send an invitation, make sure you accept it.
Okay.
Huh? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, see, there's two different incident things too. So it's just the same thing. Good morning, Miss Beatty. Oh, she had this, or Mr. No, I see it. It's a female too, so I don't know which one it is. Or maybe she's trying to help him. All right, I'll mark this. Yeah, it's ready.
You are, what did you say?
You are using the right thing.
Can you hear me?
Yes, your name?
Keenan Beatty?
All right, is your case, Mr. Beatty?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We're just waiting on your attorney, okay?
Yes, ma'am. And good morning. I'm sorry, I wasn't sure if I was on there right.
That's okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so because we can hear everything, if you can't put your device on mute until we call your case,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you.
Yeah.
We ready on Marcus Harris?
Yes, we are.
Calling case number 2357057, the people of the state of Michigan versus Marcus Harris. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed, count 2, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing, count 3, weapons felony firearms. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Judge. Alex Ringer, on behalf of the people, P number P86590.
Good morning, Your Honor. Janice Pond appearing on behalf of Mr. Harris, P43281. Your Honor, I've discussed this matter with Mr. Harris. I do have discovery, and at this point, we're going to waive the preliminary exam.
People have any objection?
No objection.
All right, Mr. Harris, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Marcus Harris.
Sir, you understand that you have a statutory right to a preliminary exam with a statement show by probable cause a crime was committed, and probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way to get you to waive your right to preliminary exam?
No.
You're waiving your right freely and voluntarily after having opportunity to talk to your attorney about it. Are you waiving your right freely and voluntarily after having opportunity to talk to your attorney about it?
Freely.
Say yes?
Yes.
All right, do you have any objection to the court signing your name to the waiver form, initialing off?
No, sir.
Ms. Pons, do you have any objection to the court signing your name to the waiver form?
No, Your Honor.
All right, court will find that you freely and voluntarily waive your right to preliminary exam as filed over the Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which will be June 16th at 9 o'clock. And
Okay.
lines continue.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mr. Harris, you can sign off now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yes.
You could print me out Monday's doc, please. Have a sec.
Can you get that to him, courtroom two? Sure. And the phone is for you. The D room.
Oh, to the, yeah, yeah.
Have you ever tried? That's the only one posted. Well, then framed it. Tonight, I'm take it to the title.
No, that's what the first. That was the first. Yeah.
No, well, that was about some other one. that turned out.
Yeah, pretty soon. Yeah, pretty soon.
Yeah, like, you guys finish the drop on. Really, like, time to have 20 feet. Carrying the drop off.
Make sure. One little mistake. It's doing anything with Kristen?
Yeah, she's actually going to Pittsburgh.
Is she okay? Yeah. This is a great point.
No, this is sure. She does a lot of appointments. People there. She wants to go in there. Next week. World.
The one that worked at,
MT.
yeah, I know.
The national league.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
You got a good
She
sponsorship.
told, well, she did that.
The sponsors.
Yeah.
That's become. the sponsor.
Oh, her client is in ICU. Did you read this email, Judge?
What do you know?
Huh?
What do you know?
For, Mr. Graves.
Mr. Graves?
He was in Wayne County Jail and got, refused of medical, well, he was in Wayne County Jail, got an infection and refused medical treatment, was refused medical treatment. Upon his release, he was admitted to Henry Ford main campus. He is now in ICU.
At Henry Ford, he's not.
He's in ICU.
At Henry Ford, not.
Who is Mr. Graves?
That's that competency we just did.
Oh. Oh, okay.
June 30th is his date.
Well, we'll see if he ever went for the first interview. Still need to do another, referral, just to put it on, so it stops the time.
Okay.
And we'll decide what to do in June 30th. Mr. Miller,
Hmm?
9 o'clock.
Oh. No, that's competency hearing.
Just.
Look like you need a, oh, he missed his court, he missed his appointment. Alright, it'll be a case. See if I can get this to work.
Yeah.
Good morning, Reverend. How are you? Good, this is Kitty, Judge Giles clerk. You have a competency for, Alice Mendoza this morning. at 9 o'clock. No, we got a letter saying that, it looks like she missed her appointment with the forensic center, and she's not on. So. All right, thank you. All right. Bye-bye. Please, no Zoom. Hmm? Oh. Let me see who's BD attorney. Was that Matthew Dupree? Matthew Dupree? I haven't seen him in a while. Matthew Dupree? Huh? Good morning, Mr. Dupree. This is Kate. 233. You have a 8:30 public cause conference. I'll answer to him. Foster's here, right? That's what you said. Man, that's like 11 o'clock. Is that the only jailer?
Mhm.
Oh. No, they should have been earlier. Trying to be funny now. Oh, yeah, he got 4 cases, right? No, that's
That's the
just,
same.
yeah, that's the same one. You can toss that unless you absolutely need another term. Yeah, he's got. Right, and it's a code. What's those shit code and this. Yeah, I know, right? This guy's. This beaver.
Is the floor open back up to spectators if they're properly dressed?
Basically. I'll have an update from the middle judge.
Okay, I had a couple of people want to come in for the 11 o'clock. Yeah.
All right.
It's not my fault.
What?
Wait.
And about a flip.
Which I go to the weekend.
Nothing in the dark.
Barbecue?
Oh, my God.
I grilled chicken. Never did. I told him yesterday he got show. Yes, he got show.
I'm paying attention to it.
Good morning, Mr. Miller.
Good morning.
Are
I've
you
been
ready?
unable
Oh.
to reach Miss Mendoza, but I'm ready.
All right. Calling case number 2160170, the people of the state of Michigan versus Alice Mendoza. Defendant is charged with count 1, stolen property, receiving and concealing $20,000 or more. This matter is scheduled for a competency hearing.
Good morning, Judge Alex Waring, on behalf of the people, P number P86590.
Good morning, Your Honor. J. Grant Miller, P58658, on behalf of Miss Mendoza.
Okay, and Willie, you said you've been unable to contact her, is that correct?
Your Honor, I have attempted to call her number, which has been disconnected. I left a message on the number for her mother. I also left a message on her uncle's phone number. No one's returned my calls. Nobody's responded to text.
All right, also have a document, dated 1/4/23 on letterhead for Center for Forensic Psychiatry, signed and authored by Donna Arenas, licensed psychologist. And as you, Ms. Mendoza was scheduled for a interview or evaluation be conducted on 11/18/22. She never showed up. At this point, of course, when the pages. Papers shall enter any bond previously submitted shall be forfeited, the bond set at 30,000 cash. We'll start all over once we get her body.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Bring her in.
I will.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Mr. Beatty? Probably not. Mr. Beatty?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is the court clerk. Have you spoke to your attorney?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Should I go back on mute?
Yes, please, thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, this is Kitty. It's assigning to Mr. Dupree. Like, track all the numbers. It's 82-237 111 5801. Yes. All right, thank you. Oh, no, hey. Good morning, Mr. Dupree.
Good morning. Could I have a breakout room?
My PCC's at 8:30.
I apologize, Your Honor. I had the incorrect date for this exam. I misread the form. I thought it was a 7, not a 2 for the date. That's my mistake.
Your client before we do the PCC? He's on.
Yeah, if I could have a breakout room with him before the PCC, I would appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Beatty, did you hear that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just accept the invitation when you see it. Yay.
We got a call from our pending witness on the 11:45, says she doesn't want to prosecute, she's not showing up, so I don't know if Attorney Bates wants to or something for a holy cross.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Oh,
Yeah. She has an exam scheduled. Thank you. Oh, you know what? She had court somewhere else, remember?
That's why we put
Miss
it out.
Bates, yeah.
She had that late.
Yeah, that's why she wanted it late.
At least that's what you told me.
What? You know what? Yeah, she had court somewhere else.
Okay, that's no problem.
That's why she got that late time.
Let's say.
Well, I called the office.
Yeah, and I'm usually see, maybe, yeah, I see it.
That's the number that's in the system, it's our office. All right, let me do this, the bill. Make mine now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what they used to say, yeah, I remember that.
Like 7:45. So maybe he took stuff to his car or something. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I was listening. Way back? No, still in there. Is we did Mr. Minion, right?
Mr. Who?
Minion.
Who's the attorney?
Wallace.
Yeah, who's the first one we did? Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Minion.
Good morning.
Okay, we did your case. Your attorney appeared on behalf of you. He waived your appearance.
Yes, I was trying to get in earlier. They had my name misspelled in the system.
Yeah, I just seen how it was on your device. All right, so your next court date is June 8th at 10 o'clock. It is in person here at 36th District Court.
Okay, June 8th.
June 8th at 10 o'clock. Please make sure you are on time, no sweats, no t-shirts,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
Do you have your attorney's phone number?
No, I do not. Give me 1 second. Let me get a pen and paper to take them down. Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, shoot. Oh, hold on, give me a hot second. Oh, you see it? I put it in chat. Can you see it?
Yes. Yes, I see it.
All right. His name is Theodore Wallace.
Theodore Wallace.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So you're all set? We'll see you on June 8th in person.
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a good one.
All right.
Especially if they get you. It's like,
Huh?
He waived his.
Who?
No, no, I'm saying.
It's a variance, yeah. I can't remember if he said he. Contact board. You ready, Mr. Dupree?
Yes, Madam Clerk.
Say what? He's on. Ready? Calling case number 23-57059, the people of the state of Michigan versus Keenan Beatty. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons, firearms, possession by a felon. Count 2, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault. Count 3, count 4, weapons, felony, firearm. Count 5, assault or assault and battery. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause. Count.
Good morning, Judge. Alex Wing on behalf of the people, appeal number P86590.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Matthew Dupree, P80132, attorney for the defendant. Mr. Beatty, would you state your name, please?
Keenan Gonzalez Beatty.
Okay.
All right, counsel, what's your pleasure?
Judge, we're just asking to set the matter for exam.
June 8th at 10:30? No, maybe 11 o'clock, 10:45, I'm sorry.
Judge, I'm booked down river all morning, the 8th. Does the court have any availability the 9th?
June 9th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
They came on right when I left, didn't they? That's how it works.
Ma'am, Mrs. Clerk.
Yes.
Steer, are we done? I didn't want to interrupt you, but
Was he free to go?
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
yeah, we're done. We're back in court, that's in court on June 9th at 9 o'clock.
All right, y'all have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can't leave me.
Oh man, this person, this is being ridiculous. Somebody's just logging on. Yeah. Next one is 10 o'clock. They just logging in and logging out. Yes. Yeah, you're gonna have to. Yeah. Okay, all right, thank you. All righty, that's Mr. Washington, Judge. He said he has an exam on June 5th. Mr. Denzel Rogers, who has 4 cases. It says his trial got put over until Monday. You want him to have his client on with him?
Yeah, yeah. Or unless the client's in jail.
Oh, yeah, his client is in jail. Yeah, that's not, let me double check. Yeah, I think so.
John.
You saw the doctor right there.
Hmm?
You saw the doctor.
Haven't seen it.
In one of his cases, he has. Yeah, he's in jail.
Until her breaks life. I was gonna be calling.
In the first case, he got a Kobe on it.
Oh, we're gonna get over one.
Dang, Mr. Walls, this on it too. Yeah, Kayla King is.
First case, I don't have Mr. Washington. That's true. Mr. Rogers.
He said Thomas.
Oh, why did it say Thomas? Oh. I don't know about the check. It's gotta be August. I mean, Washington. Yeah, it's. I put a 2 instead of a 3. These doggone nails, I never leave nails this long again.
Same with me.
It's just too long. Huh?
I said, same with me.
You would see
What?
so much toenails.
That's what Kelly says, she does the clip on, so she can take them out and type.
The Washington guy.
Adam was telling me Grand Prix, it's free. Today you can go for free.
I think it's today.
Oh, is it?
Today's free, but I think the next 2 days, yeah.
Yeah, on the weekends.
Yeah, it's pay to play.
It's going down there.
Wow, yeah, I'm gonna go today, it's free. No, we got plans Monday. I need money. I need, golf time, yes.
This is the same one, he said, she might be the one.
Yeah, she is the one.
She gonna stay around and you can golf with him.
I got, well, that's true.
With you.
That's true.
All right. So I need Mr. Wallace. Good morning, Mr. Wallace. How are you? Good. You have an exam scheduled on Monday with Cable King. He's got council, which is Washington. Okay, he has a trial that's been Judge Washington. Okay, because I think Mr. Washington said about 10, 15 minutes. He can log on, see what you need. Okay, all right. He's trying to wrap up a couple things, but he'll log on. So let's get- Oh, boy. So then our last case is gonna be at 11 o'clock. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna know on the same time his is.
Oh. Mm-mm.
What? Let me see.
On Monday?
Oh, I was like that Wallace. Yeah. So that's Cody.
Yeah. Oh. He said 10, 15 minutes. Okay, and Mr. Washington is on. Huh? He's not on.
I mean, I saw his face.
Good morning, Mr. Washington.
Yes, good morning.
All right, so we're trying to wait on, you have a code D on one of the cases.
Yeah, I think it's Ted Wallace.
Yes, so I did contact him. He said he's gonna log in as soon as possible. He had a couple things to do.
Oh, okay. All right then. Okay. I'll see if I can hang in. I'm over at circuit court, so if I have to step out, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Wow. That's a tricky. It's kind of wide. It's a big thing. Big thing. So weird. She's like watching. She's like looking slow. Mr. Steele checked in.
And who's the,
All these
is it Drew?
names.
Oh, Steve, okay, good, yes. Okay, perfect. I'll look at the prosecutor who's doing that case now right now. Alex, wait. Yep, no, no, all right.
Four people in the waiting room and none of them are on deck.
What do you sit there?
Somebody read my message. All right, there's Mr. Wallace. You ready? You ready? Judge. You ready, Kim? Calling case number 2356979, the people of the state of Michigan versus Denzel Rogers, defendant number 1. The people of the state of Michigan versus Kayla King, defendant number 2. Also calling case number 2357026, the people of the state of Michigan versus Denzel Rogers. Also calling case number 2357029, the people of the state of Michigan versus Denzel Rogers. Also calling case number 2357032, the people of the state of Michigan versus Denzel Rogers. These matters are here on adjournment hearing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ed Engeltrup appearing on behalf of the people, P86266.
Good morning, Your Honor. Earl Washington, Neighborhood Defender Service, P 31383, on behalf of Mr. Denzel Rogers.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ted Wallace, P80922, on behalf of Miss Kayla King.
And both of you waive your client's appearance?
Yes,
Perfect.
yes, I
Yes,
waive
Your
my
Honor.
client's privilege, appearance, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, if I can just state for the record, I had set this for 11:15 on Monday. However, I started a jury trial yesterday. It was supposed to have been finished today, but they did not meet because I believe it's the Grand Prix. So it's been continued onto Monday. So because of that conflict, I'm not going to be able to handle that exam. At least handle it at that time.
Oh, so you're asking for an adjournment, because,
That's correct, Your Honor.
all right.
And Judge, looking at my schedule, I'm clear on June the 8th and June 9th. So anytime during those days.
June the 8th at 10:45.
That's
Okay.
not a good date. That's not a good date for me. I'm already going to be, well, actually, no, that'll work because I have an exam in your court at 10.
Right.
And yeah, that'll work. Okay.
Okay. All right. 10:45. All right. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
June 8th, 10:45.
Yeah. Does she want them to? No, I don't think she does.
Ready, Steele?
I think effective, she's the attorney, she's.
Yeah.
Certified. Talk it over.
Mr. who? Mr. Clay. I emailed the clerk about Mr. Clay coming in on KPS the other day.
Oh, courtroom 233. Yes, what is your name? Yeah, I don't have it on Judge Jones. Okay. Okay, do you have the case? Mhm. No, that's not it. That's not it.
So, both guys, let's talk to us. It's officers right
Should be on the right-hand corner.
now. Four. This is good in the man. This is just it. Huh? This is good.
On a bond receipt, do you see a bond receipt? No, I mean, a docket number on there. It should start with 23. Okay, that's it. Okay, hold on. That's it. That's it. Okay, 2305. Uh-huh. All right, you're supposed to be in Judge Robbins' courtroom. That's 440. Have Judge Kevin Robbins. Yeah, so you know how you logged in on, for Giles 233? That is, you're gonna use the same number you set for 233, just put 440. Yeah. Judge Robbins, Robbins. Yes, correct. Let them know that you're in the wrong courtroom, okay? They can call family. All right? All right, you're welcome. You too. Sorry, Ms. Are we ready on anything? Let me, what's that case number, Mr. King? Yeah.
This is my Rashawn Clay, BLAY, RASHO.
Yeah, I remember his name spelled a little different, this person.
Yeah.
I got the case number.
I'm ready to proceed, John.
Your Honor, I'm ready to proceed as well. Good morning. I asked this one to copy.
I couldn't hear anything said.
I'm sorry, I asked them to make a couple copies of them, like a few pages of the report. Then I'm ready to proceed.
62518. Thank you.
Oh, wait.
Just still, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Calling case number 2356409, the people of the state of Michigan versus Marquis Steele. Defendant is charged with count 1 and count 2, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. Adam Boothwell appearing on behalf of the people, P 86266.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, person Iverson, P 71920 on behalf of Mr. Steele.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Steele, state your name for the record, please.
My name is Mark Steele.
Thank you, sir. All right, you ready?
Yes, Your Honor. People are proceed just one preliminary matter. We ask for a mutual order of sequestration of all witnesses. To the exception of officer in charge, Mr. Barkat, who will not be testifying today.
No objection, Your Honor.
You know, witnesses testifying today at trial or anytime in the future will see the courtroom, Zoom, and or YouTube, or be denied their future testimony. With exception to the officer in charge.
Thank you, Judge. The people would call their first witness Sergeant Jonathan Gardner.
Gardner, you said?
Gardner, yes.
JOHNATHONGARDNER.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, have a seat. See you ready.
Thank you, Judge. Sir, could you please state your name for the record? Jonathan Gardner. Mr. Gardner, where are you currently employed?
Detroit Police Department,
How long have you been with DPD?
9 years.
I want to direct your attention back to April 12th of this year. Were you in the location of Bovine Street and Monroe Street?
Yes, sir.
Is that in the city of Detroit, County of Wayne?
Yes, sir.
What is that? What is in that general area?
5 guys. I'm gonna say pretty much a hard to reach out. There's a 5 guys in the corner on Delmar on the opposite corner.
When you were in that area on that date, were you working at that location?
Yes, sir.
Were you working alone or with a partner?
I had 2 partners that day.
What was the name of your partners?
Officer Gibbons and Officer Long.
What were the three of you? What was the purpose of you being there?
We were on crowd control and club details.
I want to direct your attention to just after 2 in the morning on that date at that location. What if anything did you observe that might bring us into court here today?
I heard the defendant yelling obscenities after being asked to leave.
So let me stop you right there. Did you see this person that was yelling?
Yes.
You saw them there that night?
Yes.
Do you see that person in the courtroom here today?
Yes.
Could you please point to them and identify them by an article of clothing?
He has on the red polo shirt.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that the witness identified the defendant. So you said you heard him saying something. What did you hear? What did you hear him say?
One of the phrases he said was "fuck you," after being asked to move his vehicle.
Who specifically was he saying that comment to?
I'm not sure if he was speaking to Officer Long or Officer Gibbons, but I could see him looking in their direction, and they were just pleading him, just move your vehicle, just move your vehicle. He said, fuck you, I'm about to move my vehicle.
So what did you do when you observed that happen?
I started to walk that way, just like, can you just move your vehicle, moving along. He started to slowly move his vehicle, and he left the area.
So let me separate that. Where was the vehicle located throughout this interaction? Was it on the roadway or was it parked somewhere? What was going on?
It was parked on the roadway and no standing parking.
Okay. So, and you said the car eventually left, is that correct?
Correct.
What kind of car is this?
It was a dark colored pickup truck.
So, what if anything happens after that pickup truck leaves?
A few minutes later, he returns pretty much to the same spot, but he didn't park, he was just sitting in the middle of the street, and he began to yell obscenities again.
Do you observe anybody else in the vehicle at this time?
I believe there was a female in the passenger seat. I'm not in 100%.
And which seat was Mr. Steele in that truck?
The driver's seat.
Okay. So what do you do after he comes back?
I hear him say, fuck you again. He says, I'll spit on you. At that point, someone came on the radio and asked that a traffic stop be conducted because he was blocking traffic. He was sitting in the middle of the street.
Is blocking traffic in the middle of the street, is that a ticketable offense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what, if anything, do you observe happen next?
Sergeant Jackson, I seen activates overhead lights. So I started to walk towards Monroe.
So I just want to, I don't mean to interrupt you, I just want to clarify something. So Sergeant Jackson's in a patrol vehicle, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So are you on foot at this time?
Yes.
Okay. So you observed and initiated lights, so you said you started walking over. What if anything happens when you're walking over to that area?
After the defendant made a left onto Monroe, Sergeant Jackson made a left onto Monroe. The vehicle came to a stop and I started to approach the vehicle once it came to a stop.
So did you ever make it to the vehicle?
Yes. So as I'm arriving, Sergeant Jackson, he was in front of the vehicle. I think he was looking back at the windshield because he was yelling, he's stuck and he's stuck.
Okay, so hold on, stop right. So you said Sergeant Jackson's in front of the vehicle. Is he still in his patrol car or is he on foot?
He got out the car. He was exiting his patrol car. He was yelling, he's stuck, he's stuck.
So what are you?
This is somebody else yelling at?
This is Sergeant Jackson telling me that.
No, seriously, I can't take it.
I understand. Right. So what, if anything, do you do then? So let me ask you this. How far away from the vehicle are you at this point?
Couple feet.
Okay. What, if anything, do you observe anything at all?
I observed the defendant. I'm standing on the driver's side of the vehicle. I observed his back was towards me. Both arms were behind in the rear of the vehicle, and his both arms and shoulders are going up and down. I can see the stuff in motion for myself.
Okay. You said, I just want to clarify, you said you're by the driver's side?
Yes.
And his back is towards you?
Yes.
So what do you do when you observe this?
I immediately order him out of the vehicle.
Why do you order him out of the vehicle at this point?
From my experience as a police officer, his motions were consistent with someone trying to conceal something.
Okay, so what, if anything, does Mr. Steele do when you order him out of the vehicle?
I attempted to open the door. He slammed the door back.
So what happened next?
Officer Longben proceeded to open the vehicle, the car door vehicle, and gave him several verbal commands to get out the vehicle, and she initially complied.
So what, if anything, do you do when Mr. Steele is out of the vehicle?
I immediately look in the area in the rear where his hands and arms were, and find two handguns underneath the passenger seat with the handles faced towards the rear of the vehicle and barrels facing towards the passenger side of the vehicle.
Is the passenger that was in the car before, are they still in the vehicle?
I believe they were at the exit at the time already. No one was in the vehicle. Fire.
What kind of firearm did you recover?
I have to refer to my report.
Young man.
I really need it.
That's, you actually. Did Mr. Steele ever provide to you a concealed pistol license?
No, sir.
Did Mr. Steele ever let you know whether or not those were his firearms?
I don't recall if he did.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Good morning, officer.
Good morning. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Sergeant. Now, you indicated that you would agree that you were not in a squad car, you were on foot, correct, when you first came into contact with Mr. Steele?
Correct.
And you would agree that you said you heard him shouting, the first thing that you said, you heard him shouting obscenities, correct?
Correct.
You weren't in a close proximity to hear what the officers were saying to him, were you?
I heard one of the officers ask him to move his feet.
Did you hear the officers talking smack about his mom?
No, ma'am.
You weren't there for the whole conversation, the entire, I don't want to say altercation, but the entire communications between the officers and Mr. Steele. Would you agree?
That is correct.
You would agree that that vehicle is not registered to Mr. Steele, correct?
I'm not sure. I don't recall if it was or wasn't.
Well, did you check?
I personally did not
it's
check.
irrelevant.
You indicated that as you were approaching the vehicle, after someone put over the radio to do a traffic stop, you were approaching the vehicle on foot, correct?
Correct.
So who did effectually do a traffic stop?
Sergeant Jackson.
And where were you in relation to the vehicle Mr. Steele was in when you were advised that Sergeant Jackson was going to do a traffic stop?
Maybe a car went behind him on foot.
And which street is this on? Are you facing towards the Renaissance Center, or are you, how far are you?
Facing towards the Renaissance Center, right before the corner of Monroe.
Basically on the corner where Belmar is?
Yes, ma'am.
Were the streets blocked off that night?
No, ma'am. Not at that time.
What time was this?
2 a.m.
The streets had been blocked off previously, though, correct?
Periodically we block the streets for traffic control. Yes, ma'am.
Now, you indicated that you were not 100% sure who was in the vehicle with Mr. Steele, correct?
I just remember being a female.
Did you open up the vehicle doors to see who was in the backseat of the vehicle?
There was no one in the backseat.
That wasn't my question. Did you open up the vehicle the first time you came into contact with him to see who, if anyone was in the backseat?
I could see into the vehicle to see there was no one in the backseat.
You just testified earlier that you weren't 100% sure who was in the vehicle.
No, I testified I didn't know the name of the female that was in the vehicle.
You would agree that Mr. Steele made a statement that after the guns were found, that Demetrius and I believe it's Jeanne, I'm not sure if I'm saying her name correctly, that they were in the vehicle, correct? You would agree that those two particular weapons were registered to a Demetrius Champion and a Jeanne White.
I personally did not put the firearms through links, so I could not attest to who they came back.
Do you know if somebody did?
I believe so. I just think, I don't know. I believe they did.
And then at some point in time, did you become aware that these two weapons that were in the vehicle were registered?
It would be all hearsay. I can't take it anyway.
Well, Your Honor, I'm asking if he has personal knowledge, not.
No, that's not personal knowledge. You're asking if he got the information from someone else. Personal knowledge would be he did it himself. He then says he already testified he did not run it.
So at this point, after you have conversations with Mr. Steele, the only thing that you did after that was you searched the vehicle, correct?
I did not have a conversation before I looked into the vehicle. I looked immediately where he was stuffing, and I found the firearms, and I proceeded to ask the concealed pistol license.
And was your body cam on when you are claiming that you saw him stuffing?
I don't recall, I believe.
Did you turn the body cam on?
Sometimes there's a body worn camera shortage in the downtown area.
I'm not asking that.
I
I'm
don't
asking,
recall if I have.
did you turn it on?
I don't recall if I have.
You're well aware that there's a couple of different ways that your body cam will turn on, correct?
I'm stating on the 9th question, I do not recall if I have body camera.
I'm asking you a different question. You're well aware that there's a couple of different ways to turn the body cam on, correct?
If I had one, yes, then there's a way that you get the button to turn it on. I'm not sure, I can't attest for sure if I had one. I don't remember.
That's not my question. You go through police protocol and training on methods and ways to turn on your body cam, correct?
Correct.
And one of the ways is if you're in a scout car cam, it's synced to the scout car, and if the lights and sirens are activated, your body cam will come on as well, correct?
Yes,
That's not relevant here because you weren't in a scout car, would you agree?
yes,
The other way to turn it on is that you can manually push the button and turn it on yourself, correct?
yes,
You also, prior to taking shift, you do a report, checking out your equipment, checking out, making sure everything is actively or that it's working properly, correct?
yes.
Did you put in your report that night that your body cam was not working that day?
I have to refer to it, but if I had one, it's in there.
Yeah, that's what you said. You said you need a refreshing recollection. Did you refresh your recollection?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you put in your report that your body cam or any of your other equipment was not properly working that day?
No, ma'am.
And if it wasn't working, you would have put it in your report, correct?
Correct.
How long from the time that you had indicated that you heard Mr. Steele shouting obscenities to the time that you approached the vehicle?
Which time, ma'am?
From the first time that you heard him saying obscenities to the time that you approached the vehicle to search it?
25 and 10 minutes.
You would agree that you knew, once you heard that there was going to be a traffic stop on the vehicle with Mr. Steele, you knew that body cam would be relevant towards whatever you're doing in this matter, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And isn't it protocol that you are supposed to turn your body cam on manually if you know that you are going to enter into a situation where somebody might be arrested or there's a confrontation or anything of that nature?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's your testimony today that you do not know whether or not you turned it on, correct?
Correct.
Were any other officers near you when you allegedly saw Mr. Steele stuffing?
Sergeant Jackson. That I'm aware of.
Where was he at in relation to where you were?
In front of the vehicle.
In front of whose vehicle?
The defendant's vehicle.
So Sergeant Jackson is in front of the vehicle, and you are a car length behind the vehicle?
No, Sergeant Jackson was in front of the vehicle, and I was on the driver's side.
But I had asked you earlier where you were at when you said that you saw the defendant stuffing. You said a car length behind the vehicle, correct?
The question was, where was I when the traffic stop was initially activated? And I said about part of the vehicle. When he came to a stop, I was at the driver's side of the vehicle.
Did you approach the vehicle first?
Technically, yes.
Where was, Officer Long?
I'm not sure. I know he was eventually at the vehicle once the defendant slammed the door.
You would agree that it was notated that Mr. Steele complied, he put his hands up and then he complied.
You're asking him about hearsay statement?
No, I'm asking about what he said.
No, you said are you looking at a report, I assume, and you're reading from that? So you're asking about a hearsay statement.
I'm asking about what he observed Mr. Steele do.
You didn't phrase it that way.
You would agree that Mr. Steele complied with the command and essentially moved himself out of the vehicle, correct?
Eventually,
Did you put in your report that he didn't comply right away?
yes,
How many times did you ask him to move out of the vehicle?
I don't recall. I asked him to move, step out the vehicle, and I went to open the door, he slammed it back.
And then what did you do?
I stepped to the side, Officer Long proceeded to open the car door vehicle and gave him several verbal commands to step out of the vehicle, in which he eventually complied.
So based on your testimony today, you would believe in what your mind and what you observed, that your report and Officer Long's report should match up as to what you just testified to, correct?
Not always. It's a matter of perspective.
Did you have an opportunity, I'm not asking you what it says, did you have an opportunity to read Officer Long's report?
I have not.
Are you aware that it's completely different than yours?
No, ma'am.
Do you know who ran the weapons to see who they were registered to?
I do not know.
What did you do with them after you searched the vehicles?
They were placed on evidence and taken to the 11th precinct.
Did you take them to the 11th precinct?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was done after you dropped them off at the 11th precinct?
I believe you were finished for the evening.
Why did you not run them, the serial numbers, to see who they're registered to?
That's one of the other officers did it. And then we fill out the information on the firearms report, which goes inside of the weapon, and we drop it off at the 11th precinct.
Just for clarification, and this last part of it. So you take possession of the weapons after you search the vehicle, correct?
Correct.
You document them with their serial numbers and everything into your report, correct?
Correct.
Nobody else touches the weapons from the time that you confiscate them until the time that you turn them into the 11th precinct on evidence, correct?
No, I had one of the officers run the weapons. I'm just not sure who ran the weapons. I don't recall. The reason being, I don't have current lien access to take the train.
So who did you give the weapons to?
I didn't give the weapons to anybody. The information was given, but so the weapons could be granted. We do that to ensure they're not stolen, and so the report can be filled out in its entirety.
But you don't have any idea of who you gave the information to run the lien.
From that evening, no, ma'am.
And you're a sergeant without access to run weapons and lien?
I have to retake the train.
I don't know further. Your Honor, may I approach to grab that report?
Yes, ma'am.
No redirect.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. No further witnesses, the people was arrested.
All right.
Your Honor, I'm gonna call the officer in charge. In charge.
Mr. Benjamin Anderson? No, the same?
Detective Bearcat, Mohammed Bearcat.
Good morning.
Hello,
I'm sorry, is it detective?
Detective Bearcat,
Okay. Could you just state your name for the record, for me, please?
Detective Mohammed Bearcat.
And what is your current employment?
Current employment,
Yes.
City of Detroit Police Department detective.
And how long have you been a detective in the city of Detroit?
Been a detective for over 2 years.
And were you a detective on the date of 4/12/2023?
Yes,
And you would agree that a part of your job, you would be considered the officer in charge of this case, correct?
this case, no, I'm standing in for the officer in charge.
So you have no knowledge of this case whatsoever?
Correct. Up until hearing the testimonies and reading the report, well, everybody was testifying.
I don't think I can move forward with this.
No, no question.
Just 1 second, Your Honor. I didn't realize you didn't have any clue about anything. Now, may I just have one question to ask the officer. I don't want to call him if it's gonna be like that. Can I just ask the officer in the hall one question? There's Officer Long down the hallway. I just don't want to waste the court's time if it's gonna be a scenario like that. I believe that we're gonna have a stipulation. Your Honor, we,
Sorry, we'll just.
Your Honor, we have a stipulation that the two weapons that were found in the vehicle, one being a black Ruger EC9 serial number 461-10733, and there was another black Springfield Armory Hellcat serial number VA 603605. Your Honor, those guns, we are stipulating to that they were ran through lean, and the Hellcat with the serial number VA 603605 is registered to a Demetrius Champion, and the serial number 461-10733 is registered to Janae White, Jonae White. Those were the weapons that were confiscated from the actual vehicle and registered to those particular individuals.
So stipulated on the registration of those firearms, John.
All right, well, we accept that stipulation. Anything else?
Your Honor, I'm gonna object to the bind over. I know if there's
Well,
more.
we haven't moved for bind over
Oh,
yet.
I'm sorry.
Anything, do you have
I'm
anything
jumping
else to
ahead.
present?
I
Yeah,
don't have any other witnesses. Thank you.
all right, thank you.
The people would make a motion for bind over on both counts, Your Honor. And I'll just make an argument first. We heard from Sergeant Gardner. He observed a stuffing motion, asked Mr. Steele to step out of the vehicle. When he searched the vehicle, the area where he saw the motion, he recovered 2 firearms. Through the stipulations, we know both firearms are registered, neither one was stolen. Sergeant Gardner did testify there was another person in the vehicle. They were already out of the vehicle, Your Honor. I believe the people met their burden for probable cause purposes and would ask for a bind over on both counts.
Your Honor, I'm gonna object to the bind over. I mean, I think it's a question of credibility, which obviously this court would not go through, but I'm just making a general objection. We have an issue here where these officers are indicating they're not sure who was in the vehicle at the time, and then he then testified and said, well, there was a girl in there. The issue that I have, Your Honor, is that these weapons are registered to 2 different people that technically would be a question of fact that were in the vehicle or around the vehicle, and the vehicle was registered to the gun holder. I know that's not before this court right now. Only the stipulation regarding that they were registered to them, but I think that's gonna be, I think we've presented enough for, at least, again, just a general objection, but I think my argument is probably gonna be for the circuit court and the prosecutor's office, once we provide the CPL permits as well.
All right. Anything further?
No rebuttal. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, court having heard the testimony, argument, find as follows. April 12th, 2023, approximately 2:00 AM in the area of Bowling and Monroe. Sergeant Jonathan Gardner was crowd patrol or control, patrolling the area. He was on foot. He described as a defendant yelling obscenities from the vehicle. The vehicle was asked to move several times by another officer. The vehicle did move. However, the vehicle returned shortly thereafter and was again yelling obscenity from the vehicle in the middle of the street. Traffic stop was done by Jackson. Sergeant Gardner observed him activate the overhead lights. He then was walking toward the vehicle as the traffic stop was made. As he got to at the door of the vehicle, he saw the defendant make certain motions towards the back of the truck. He attempted to open the door, the defendant slammed the door, when he was ordered to get out, he eventually did. When he got out, he also did testify that at one point he did see a female in the vehicle, but that the female was not in the vehicle when he went to search it. He then searched the back of the vehicle, found the 2 handguns. Those handguns of stipulation that are registered to a Janelle White and Demetrius Champion. That they were not stolen. I may understand the argument, and but as far as the court's concerned, I'm missing part of the information that so I can't consider it. And because I'm missing that information, at this point, the court has to find that the probable cause of the felonies enumerated in the complaint warrant did in fact occur in the city of Detroit. The probable cause that the defendant in fact committed those felonies. We filed over the Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which is June 16th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you. And the only other thing I wanted to put on the record that I don't think is like 100% necessary, but I had inquired as to Officer Atkinson, who was the officer who ran the lane and obviously got other information. He is on furlough, so I was not able to call him today. He said June 16th.
Well, you didn't subpoena him, did you?
I did not. That was something I had inquired to put him on.
All right.
You never know when you're gonna need that information.
Anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Ron. I'll take it. You're welcome. Take care.
Judge, I got that file on Mr. Clay, Ward.
Rashawn Clay was up Tuesday for exam on CCW.
Here, can you get us Kim one, please? This is from Tuesday, right?
Yes, it was scheduled for Tuesday.
All right. I know. I'll wait. Yeah, that's the one I'm calling. It's not on the document. Ready? Yeah. Calling case number 2162518, the people of the state of Michigan versus Rashawn Clay. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is here on a capious warrant.
Good morning, Your Honor. Adam Brookfield appearing on behalf of the people, P86266.
And may it please the court, Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit by Jeffrey Konecki, P64800 on behalf of Mr. Clay. Mr. Clay, please state your name for the record.
All right, I'm Rashawn Clay.
And Your Honor, we'd ask the first have the case set aside and have the warrant recalled.
Set aside a case and recall the warrant.
Your Honor, Mr. Clay was scheduled for an exam on Tuesday. He had the wrong date. He also, the prior phone that he had that we were in contact with was lost. He got a new phone. He thought the exam was on the 31st. Once he checked the court docket and realized it was not, he was able to call my office, get a hold of me. I indicated to him that we would get him in, and then I emailed your clerk about if we could do something on Zoom yesterday or in person today. She indicated that the court would want Mr. Clay to surrender himself in person to clear the warrant. So we're here today asking that his bond be reinstated and that we could set a new exam.
I see that.
It is a discretion of the court, Your Honor.
U.S. PCC, Mr. Clay?
I believe he was, Your Honor. It was on Zoom. I thought it was on Zoom. It was, and I believe he was on there. And we have had a number of court appearances while this case was before Judge Robbins over some time. He was always present on those and responded. This is the first time that I was not able to get a hold of him and that there was some issue.
All right, the court will then, I'll reinstate your bond, original bond, for, the $1,000. I'll only do that once. All right.
Thank you.
We do this June 8th at 9:15.
Yeah, Your Honor, I have a few matters scheduled at Frank Murphy. I probably can get to those after. But I'm happy to send it that and then email those courtrooms if they're okay with me coming around.
We do it at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock would be, earlier would be better for me on that day. In order
I'll
to
make it 8:45.
8:45 on the 8th works great, Judge. Here, and that's Are we all set, Brian? Okay, thank you, Judge. It's 8:46. 8:45. Thank you. It's your fault.
And original bond judge was 1,000.
1,000.
Judge, you don't want to sign this conference?
Thank you.
All right, are we ready on Foster?
No, we're not.
Oh. Oh, we wait. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not even 11 o'clock.
You ever get that? Excuse me, you ever get that for a while? No.
No.
How you doing? Good, Judge. How you doing? How you? Hanging in there. All right, thank you. You set up for Jeremy? Oh, yeah, yeah. That's good. Weekend or weekend? Usually, we say, I'm better, I mean, you know, all over the band. Well, I mean, I don't care, you know, weekend, we do a little barbecue. Okay. That's good. He said he's going to. Yeah, I got to play something out of while.
Oh, here's, For a while, does she know you?
I tried calling her for messages.
Oh.
Yep.
Hey, Carson. Good.
Oh, that's nice. Just gotta get away. You gotta get away.
Yeah, I,
Maybe after work one day.
He's called, y'all. Huh?
Judge.
Little situation with, sciatica. Folks are just sitting on the sciatic nerve, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's very. Ain't going down the way.
It caused some nerve damage in my leg. So, I could, you know,
yes.
got rid of that, had to walk with cane. Wow. They told me to get a walk.
You still ride?
Not yet. I never been there. It took a lot of stress away.
Oh, sure.
So,
That's
that's the worst pain I've ever had in my life.
wow, I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So Monday, that far by. I didn't do it. You know, going to the funeral in Chicago. You know, I got to Chicago and felt, I feel like I could get a cramp inside my leg. Walking off. Yeah. You know, so we're walking around and go to the restaurant. So you leave the restaurant, start work. But then, you know, at night. I never caught from back. In the whole. Now. In the car, the long drive. Get back, come back. Straight to the. So, you know. By the Saturday morning, everything works. He shouldn't do it anyway, because, you know,
Yes.
say you're a big guy, ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah. If I was told me that whole couldn't sleep, couldn't stand, couldn't walk, couldn't lay down. So, you know, they did like, MRI. So, yeah, got a distance on the side of her.
Kim, you ready, ma'am? Calling case number 2356087, the people of the state of Michigan versus Germany Foster. Defendant is charged with count 1, assault with intent to murder, count 2, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, domestic murder, or by strangulation, count 3, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault, count 4, count 5, count 6, weapons, felony, firearm, habitual offender, fourth notice. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. Adam Booklet appearing on behalf of the people, P 86266.
Good morning, Your Honor. Stephen Sharp on behalf of Mr. Foster, P43732.
All right, ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
The people are now, Your Honor, just for the record. The people were in contact with Mr. Devon Brumfield. He indicated he would be here. He had a subpoena. He knew the time, he knew everything. Since that date, which was 2 days ago, no one's been able to get in contact with him, not myself, the victim advocate, or the detective. So we aren't able to proceed. Complaining witness failed to appear.
Judge, respectfully, we're ready to proceed. We move for a motion for dismissal.
All right, man, this is all prejudice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Sir, you can step with me.
Oh, good. What do you want to do on weekend? On weekday?
Weekend?
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's probably what we'll be on,
It's ORQUIG as in David, at 36 District Court.
Well, I don't want to.
You got one in the set? I got one right here.
I put it in. I think it's just confusing.
What are you sending me?
The Dudley's on, so.
Sooner or later, do it as early as next week, huh? Sooner next week, well,
couple weeks.
I'll be gone on 17th.
When you get back, when do we get back?
I'll get back till probably the 25th.
You're a prosecutor? You're a defense attorney.
I guess I can do it the 10th, which is next weekend. I can do it the first.
Versus,
July 1st.
Okay, you're a prosecutor.
Or.
So I asked you the first
Doesn't
time.
matter, it's the first is in July.
Okay,
Well, the week after the 4th of July.
and when is it scheduled for?
Okay, hey, let me make sure.
I don't.
If you want to
Send it to
Yeah, I'm on it. Yeah, I'm here, unless I don't go.
July 15th?
Ask for adjournment.
But I'll let you know. That's what we can do. I can't do it next week, so this week, next week. I can do it.
Okay.
The 23rd.
Do it within the next,
July 22nd.
30 minutes.
What's the, is that?
This is Saturday.
Well,
Yeah, that should work.
or Monday morning.
He's the one who's got the calendar, he got. Oh, yeah, Rob Buddy is not coming in town to afterwards.
All right. But you can send me that.
Okay, June 22nd, so this is the social animal, July. Oh, July the 22nd? Yes. This is who's talking. Does that work for you?
Oh, wait a minute, I have to make sure
Yeah,
that's.
we do all.
I can.
I got it.
Yeah, no, right now, I couldn't. Yeah, no, well, it was dangerous. No question. And especially if you're putting it in the tape. Oh, he's gotta go. One of us got this. There's no question. That's key.
And then like Tuesday. Wednesday, I had two. And it was a.
Thing was I said.
Waiver.
Oh, yeah. It's on the meeting. Yeah, he ain't gonna get off. No, I seen that.
No, Wednesday was a Thursday.
It's right there. Yeah. You know, it's just.
The way they go.
Oh, did I? I'm leaving you up to that guy, but that's right.
And then
This is great. Or his plan, it's just me.
I'm on, well, I was gonna give you ROA.
That's good. July 22nd.
All right.
Do you got that? Yeah.
That sounds good. Okay, so that's why I did that.
All right, let's finish before that. All right, thanks, Judge. Have a good weekend. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Feel better. Feel better. Oh, I'm good.
Oh, yeah, I can, you be talking, get together, have lunch.
Get in touch with everybody. So get in touch with everybody.
We'll get it together. I got numbers, I got your numbers.
They gotta bring them on.
We'll bring stuff in.
Yeah. You tell me what you say now? What'd you say? Oh, yeah.
What?
I can't do that. Sometimes like,
You know, like, very long, so
that's what happened. I'll break my chair.
I mean, this office.
I'll carry.
Gotcha.
You know that.
Yeah, that's so good.
Thanks, Keith.
All right, have a good one.
Have a good weekend.
Okay, check this out. Can you meet me down?
This is okay.
I'll get my paper.
Oh, it's just.
No, I don't know why. Okay, take this guy.
Just put me and Henderson, me and Henderson. He would be.
Two.
Well, we send that document.
Even if it's something got your backpack, like you ready to run on out of here.
I gotta make the grand prix. No, Judge, I'm in here on Monday. I gotta go prep them. I've been in court every day this week for me.
Okay.
How you been? Okay. Yeah, you feeling better since what happened? That's awesome. Good. You hopping on the Harley?
No, I'm not ready to go on the Harley. I'm quite that strong. No, go to physical therapy, to build up my legs again, especially because it damaged my right leg.
Oh, really?
You know, my Harley is 600 pounds. So I gotta be able to hold it up and pick it up if I drop it.
Oh.
God forbid. God forbid, God.
Well, I've had it for, 18 years.
Oh.
And 18 years, I've dropped it twice.
Really? Did you have any serious injuries or not?
Normally, I'm just sitting on it.
Yeah.
Not paying attention. No. And then probably, because I think it weighs so much, once it starts to go, it's going.
Yeah.
And, pull it back up. It's going.
It's just,
Let it go, get it back up.
my father-in-law, he has a Harley and he loves to ride. But he's actually selling his, he's like, I'm getting to the age. It's like, dang, quick.
Yeah. That's what, Mario, Kel keeps telling me to,
Hey, Joe.
she wants me to get rid of the Harley. Well, she wants me to get rid of the bike now and get a trike.
Right.
Because, we got the big trikes, but she can sit up in the back like a queen, have music and all that other stuff. And it's very comfortable right now. On the back of my, she feels every bump we hit.
Okay. Never been on a motorcycle.
Huh?
Never been on a motorcycle.
Thank
Me
you.
either. I've never been. My brother used to ride, my brother had a cross track hit and he took his pill and got pretty hurt. And ever since, and I was young when that happened, so ever since then I was just like, nah, it's not for me.
I got a story for you. I've never ridden a motorcycle, but I took a dirt bike when I was 12 and put the throttle, and I didn't, no one coached me how to do anything. So I started up, put the throttle down. Literally, there's a trampoline right here. Hit that thing, flip the bike right over, fall in the trampoline, the bike misses me, and then I walked away.
Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky.
And who was so upset that you screwed up their bike?
That was, his name was Peter, and let me tell you another true story about Peter. Peter kicked me in the knee so hard after that literally I called my parents, went into his house, because they lived in the country, and his mom was like, what happened? My Peter kicked me in the knee, and,
Because you messed with the bike.
well, yeah, I mean, Peter got what Peter got. That's okay. I'm kidding.
Can you call Ms. Bates? Again, her client is here. He said he cannot read.
The 11:45.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. That's not.
That's gonna be a discussion. We can get her on even on there. Oh, perfect.
So you just got to put it on.
We too got, Carson's case, Drew.
Oh, Carson is upstairs in 438. She
Yes, she's
says
still
she's
up there.
doing a waiver. She'll be down.
I figured that was.
She's doing a waiver for this, or she's doing a waiver upstairs?
Oh, she's gonna do a waiver for this.
You got him excited.
I know, we got her really excited.
Well, she can, I mean, she wants to hold that. Something else.
Yeah, he's,
All right, Leslie, I did it, I changed it, and it went. All right. Thank you much. I remember this.
Want to use this all?
Oh, okay, good.
So,
And see, I wouldn't even have did it like that if she didn't write it like
There was
that.
a female that, you did that too?
Yeah. She's done.
Okay, all right, all right, thank you.
Very good observation.
No, I talked to Leslie. Trying to do 20 things at one time.
You can't do it, I'm getting home, that's why I'm asking you to
Give me
call.
a hot second.
No, you can just do what you do and I can call.
Listen, Linda.
We're trying to get this stuff together. We just said that he's ready to go.
Well, he can't go if she's not here.
Well, we're gonna make some happen.
Oh, that was one.
I don't know why I was on down 5.
We had just agreed.
You got her personal number?
I don't know, which one you got?
I got her office number.
Which one is that?
The last 4 is 7776.
No, I got something else.
Oh,
Okay.
you know,
Maybe I got the wrong number. Let's find out.
No, because I called earlier and left a message with the secretary. It was the office number.
You see if this is. I might put it wrong.
Alright. She's probably still in court.
What I'm saying, she get it, she got herself. And I was thinking, since they do things great job, upshot, step in, that's right.
Yeah.
I'll call it.
We don't wanna have her, not knowing, she come all the way down here.
No, that's why upshot will probably get in touch with her, tell her. There's,
Well, she ends up coming down here, they got a horrible secretary. And you get her secretary.
Any officers for?
All right.
How long they gonna leave you?
Judge, you said exam at.
How long they gonna leave you?
Yeah, you said you're good.
What'd you say?
How long they gonna leave you the exam?
I don't know. You don't think so? I appreciate that. I'm out county now, which is fun. So I'm Westland's mine. I'm covering Rima's Romulus while she's in Italy and all over the world. And I was in Redford just earlier. You know, in Redford, they don't have any MDS. And I called the prosecutor afterwards. I was like, that was the most stress-free day in court. But it's fun because now I'm with Al County. I do misdemeanors, so I can take misdemeanors to trial, which is really fun. It's a little nerve-wracking. I did a lot of mock trial in school, but to do it for real is a whole different. Yeah. You know, I meant to ask you, when I was in your court last time, I don't know if you remember, it was like a dispute over like a chicken restaurant, and the guy ID'd my officer in charge. And I bombed the recovery. How do you rehabilitate an incorrect ID? And it has to be another one.
Yeah, you know, that one at this point was, you know, prejudicial toward the. Right. So we do have to have another witness.
How it go from dispute?
So I couldn't have been, maybe let the ID stand and then start asking him, what did you see that person do?
The ID, and then as long as you got someone else to do that.
Right, okay.
That's horrible. Thanks, Judge. Say, I'm not gonna be here.
What?
Nothing.
What did I do?
You said one exam on Friday, day I'm not gonna be here.
Is it next week Friday?
I didn't wanna set that one on Friday.
Is it next
You
week?
sure
Friday?
did.
Next week Friday?
Yeah.
Ooh, perfect.
So we only got one PCC too.
Hard day.
It's a hard day.
Yeah, pretty hard day.
It's a hard day.
Where does Philip drive from?
I think it lives in Dearborn.
Might just tell me to stay home.
You'll take the hit on it?
Yes, I'll do one PC and one exam. I'll take the hit on that. I'm a nice guy.
You, who can tell?
Judge, you got any weekend plans for the nice weather
I was gonna I'm taking the grandkids, we're gonna go hang out at the Palmer Park's art fair.
or? Oh, no.
Some of the junk.
Yeah.
I'm all like geeked up and.
That's a good game.
We'll go look at the art.
Where is the art fair?
Yeah, this weekend is at Palmer Park.
Is that in the Detroit area?
Yeah, Detroit, Palmer Park is at 7 miles. Actually goes from almost 7 miles to 6 miles at Woodward.
Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, I've not been. No. I live closer to Ann Arbor. I live just outside of the camp.
Okay.
But they got the Ann Arbor out there. I know about that one.
Yeah, it's not been that one. I'll go to that one. I don't know.
It's always like the hottest day of the year.
It was in July.
Yeah, it's so hot.
Yeah. Yeah. What's a cool art fair is the Ferndale.
Oh, yeah.
That was they call it the freak art. Because you get all kinds of folks going.
Yeah, Ferndale, it's a fun place.
Yeah. But it's really nice. I bought
okay, sweet. It's actually a really good Bosnian restaurant.
I'm all right.
Is your dog here?
How your son doing?
Oh, he's a big boy. He's doing good. As soon as I get out of here, because they have figured out early today, I'm about to go play.
And what's the good restaurant?
It's called.
Are you into the group? Oh, well, right. You don't.
There's one right on Tram. There's one.
No, that's it. It's not even good. No, I think I can.
What? Oh, but I won't be here Thursday or Friday.
So Thursday or Friday?
No.
How do you pronounce your name?
That's not her.
Oh, that's not her.
He's talking to.
Yeah, I'm having a surgery.
Right now.
Judge. They're doing a biopsy. Mass and something else. They don't know.
How you doing? Did you get my message?
I saw say I just saw my text message and I've been running.
Well, I called the office early this morning.
She texted me and I just saw it.
Oh,
If
okay.
you went there, I'll tell you the orders. It's like hamburger. You do it right there?
Oh, you were across the street? I don't know why I thought you were like in another county or something.
Cause normally I am.
We holding this stuff? You said, am I going to hold? Are you holding? Yes, I'm holding. Oh. Thank you. Mr. Drew, how do you pronounce your first name? Your.
That's a dismissal. This is a home, right?
That's fine. Yeah, this is a home. It's just a dismissal. That's fine. Can I log into Judge Edwards for 1 second? It's just the AOI. Thank you. Have a seat, Mr. Is it okay if I sleep on that? Thanks. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Ms. Bates, I'll go get her, all right, it's Mr.
Oh, they're out there?
Yeah, he's out there.
You want to do dismissal before the whole.
Yes, you do. Yeah, it's this, Ms. Bates, this is yours. Yeah, right. Yeah, good.
You ready, Kim? Good. Calling case number 2356957, the people of the state of Michigan versus Robert Wynn. Defendant is charged with count 1, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault, count 2, weapons, felony, firearm. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Judge. Alex Wang on behalf of the people, P number P86590.
And good morning, Your Honor. Melanie Davis, 76080, appearing on behalf of Mr. Robert Wynn, who is to my right behind me.
Can we please state your name for the record, please?
State your name for the record.
My name is Robert Lewis Glenn Jr.
Thank you, sir. All right, we ready to proceed?
The people are unable to see as a necessary witness is jailed to appear.
Your Honor, we request a dismissal of this in this matter.
All right, as dismissed with prejudice.
Thank you, Judge.
Right, right. I was gonna say so. Like, you must have such a thing, because he wasn't trying to do nothing on that.
Yeah.
Keep this up.
Sometimes.
Not that far.
What you need? Yeah, pretty much. Oh. Cheers.
All right. Come on, sir. What?
Okay, I'm ready to fight the power for the last time today. I need to over it. You said fight the power. I have to, they just like enough. Yeah.
I'm good on that. You can keep it to this. Space. Yeah, I'll come down by me.
We did a switcheroo. It's cool, I don't have a problem.
Yeah, I was told it's certain attorneys that are giving judges problems, like I'm following them. I was told.
Sound like he just wanted to see you in action.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Peace around.
I mean, I think that's what
It works. Around here, so that's the-
Is there a reason why Mr. Wynn still?
Wait on, this attorney.
Mr. Wynn?
There's attorneys in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I'm close it down, Robert, you got that? No, he wasn't. He was causing a commotion.
Or.
Which one is?
It's Friday, y'all just. You'll find what's went downstairs. Yeah, so. Holding it down to y'all.
All right, Mr. Last, you got your report, right, Kim?
I did, yeah, thank you.
I'm sure you did. I'm about to get on over there. Yeah, that's why I'm going over there. Great.
Yes, sir.
I can go there.
Yeah, you can leave.
Yeah, okay.
Fine.
Was after dismissal, I'm
Right.
Oh, we heard.
That's why we want.
She did her duty. Young sir, now, what's your name is about to be up on me?
You got time to play today. You got time. As soon as you can find.
More, that's not nice.
You see the charge.
No, and I read it, I don't even pay attention to that. Oh. Oh. Oh, really? I love LeBron. You gotta watch his new documentary, Redefine JR. What's your name? Your station. Oh, yeah, that one don't work. I love Shut Up and Dribble, but Redefine JR, I really didn't know much about him. I seen him play, so I was impressed with what, showed him showing another side of him and his humility. And he was so different. And I want to see him graduate though.
Yeah.
But to be learning disabled and struggling in school, and getting to college and have those resources and full for your first Calling case number 2356883, the people of the state of Michigan versus Urith Drew. Defendant is charged with count 1, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Judge. Stein, on behalf of the people, P number P86590.
Good morning, Your Honor. Stephanie Carson on behalf of Mr. Drew, P57096.
Mr. Drew, can you state your name for the record, please?
Here, there, Drew.
Thank you, sir. All right, you ready to proceed?
The people are ready to proceed.
Your Honor, for the last one witness, I'd ask for a mutual order of sequestration. My understanding is. Well, the name is arrested. Your Honor, she may be a potential witness. I'd ask that she leave the court.
The people call Officer Andres Lutello.
Make it clear. Any other witnesses testifying today at trial, anytime in the future, whether it's courtroom, Zoom, and or YouTube, or be denied that future testimony. We don't have an officer in charge, so we're going to. Who you calling?
Andrews Lutello.
Andrew.
Andrews, ANDREZ. Oh. Officer trying to get. Oh, yes.
First name is ANDREZ.
Yes, ma'am.
Spell your last name?
B is a boy, OTELL.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Morning.
Please state your name for the record again.
Andres Botello,
And what is your occupation?
police officer at the Detroit Police Department,
And how long have you been an officer for?
approximately 3.5 years.
What were you, were you working on the date of 05/12/2023?
Yes, sir.
And did your work bring you to the location of 2420 S Ethel Street, Detroit, Michigan 48217
Yes, sir.
in Detroit, County of Wayne?
Yes, sir.
And on that date, what were you wearing?
Class B uniform,
Describe a Class B uniform.
blue uniform, badge, and the generic police uniform.
And what brought you to that location?
We were dispatched for a large group fighting.
When you got dispatched for that large group of fighting, what happened next?
We arrived, observed Mr. Drew and involved juvenile fighting at the location, a large group of people.
Do you see the defendant in court today and who was involved in that fight?
Yes, sir.
And can you point to a piece of clothing that they're wearing?
He's wearing a black shirt, sitting over here.
Please let the record reflect that the officers identified the defendant.
Sorry, fine.
Thank you. When you saw the people fighting, what did you do?
I activated my lights and sirens to attempt to get them to stop fighting.
And when you approached them, what happened next?
I grabbed the involved juvenile, who immediately stopped. Mr. Drew charged past my partner and continued to swing at the involved juvenile.
Did you give any verbal commands prior to approaching the fight?
My partner yelled for Mr. Drew to stop as we were separating, or as I was grabbing the involved juvenile.
Thank you.
Did you give any verbal commands?
I do not recall.
May I approach the witness to refresh his recollection?
Yeah, said he needed it.
When you were involved with your partner, what did you do next when trying to break up the fight?
I grabbed Mr. Drew Mr. Drew pulled away from me and took him to the ground, placed him in handcuffs.
When he pulled away from you, in what manner was he pulling? Was it a hard pull away? Was he, attempting to make it
Objection.
leading? In what manner was he pulling away?
I was trying to escape my grasp of it.
And what happened when he was trying to escape? After he was trying to escape your grasp, what happened?
I took him to the ground, placed him in handcuffs.
And then when you took him to the ground, placed him in handcuffs, was he saying anything? Then when you placed him in handcuffs, what happened next?
I placed him in the scout car.
No further questions.
Good morning, officer.
Good morning.
It's fair to say there was a large crowd gathered
Yes, ma'am.
when you arrived,
Yes, ma'am.
and Mr. Drew was also taken to the hospital for alcohol clearance after he was arrested.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have reason to believe he was intoxicated?
Yes, ma'am.
And what evidence, what did you see to make you think he might have been intoxicated?
Just the odor of intoxicants coming from his breath.
All right, and you smelled that before you attempted to arrest him, is that fair to say?
When I grabbed him and took him to the ground, I could smell it the whole time.
Okay, smell it. And when you grabbed him and took him to the ground, were you in front of him, behind him, to the side of him?
I was facing away from him. Was in charge past my partner. And I continued to swing at the involved juvenile, and then I turned and grabbed him.
So you grabbed him from behind?
No, I turned to face him and grabbed him.
So he charged past your partner, and he was attempting to assault the juvenile.
Yes, ma'am.
So he's facing the juvenile. Did you get between him and the juvenile?
I was already between him when he continued to swing at the juvenile.
All right, and that's when you took him down.
Yes, ma'am.
So before you took him down, you said you attempted to handcuff him. Did you turn him around to handcuff him?
No, I grabbed him. He was attempting to swing at the juvenile. He started pulling away, I took him to the ground, placed him in handcuffs.
So it was is it fair to say that was a very quick action?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so basically, he was swinging, you stopped him, you grabbed him, he tried to pull away, and he went to the ground. And was under arrest.
I'm sorry, can you repeat it?
He was attempting to swing at the juvenile, you stopped that, you grabbed him, you said he attempted to pull away, and you took him to the ground.
Yes.
That's accurate?
Yes.
And no resistance after that, correct?
After I took him to the ground, I immediately put him in handcuffs. There's no resistance after that.
Thank you.
Could he have physically resisted?
Objection, Your Honor, hypothetical.
So rephrase.
What position were you in when you were placing the handcuffs on him? You took him down.
I don't recall. We went to the ground.
No further questions.
No further questions.
Any further witnesses?
When people call Officer Sarah Kimberlin.
Okay, give me offer of proof.
The officer for Sarah Kimberlin can testify to not hearsay, which was the officer, Patel was saying that his partner was giving verbal commands, which Officer Patel cannot testify to.
Okay, but he's charged with assault, batter, wound, resist, obstruct, oppose, or endanger Officer Patello.
She can also testify to the fact that when her partner was taking down the defendant, she can testify to the fact of his resisting of the arrest and pulling away, and what she saw.
I already got what he did. I got it from the person he did it to. Why would I need it from her?
And the people have no further witness.
Defense has no witnesses, Your Honor.
I get it.
The people bound, Essex Court's bound over count one, as the defendant pulled away when Officer Vitello grabbed his arm when he attempted to strike the juvenile. When doing so, he was opposing the officer's handcuffs, being able to take him to the ground. The officer took the defendant to the ground, and the people.
When did he oppose him putting the handcuffs?
When he took him to the ground.
No, he took him to the ground. He said he went to grab him, started to pull away, took him to the ground, put the handcuffs on him. There was no further resistance.
The officer came there, investigated the incident. There was the fight. The officer took action based on what he saw. He prevented the defendant from, as previously said, striking the juvenile. In doing so, as previously said by the court, he grabbed the defendant, took him to the ground, and put cuffs on him. He, as the officer testified, the defendant did pull away. The court asked to bound over in count one.
Can I object to the bind over? I think this is a typical arrest. Basically, my client was inebriated. He was fighting someone. The officer attempted to subdue him. He moved his arm, and the officer took him to the ground and arrested him. There was no attempt to do anything to the officer. It was a crowded situation, and it's a basic arrest.
The defendant was prevented from striking a juvenile, as spoke by the officer, and when grabbing the arm of the defendant, he pulled away.
All right, go ahead and hear the testimony. Our responses as follows. Officer Andres Vitello, Detroit police officer on duty on April 12th, 2023, went to area 2420 Bethel Street. He was wearing a full uniform. He was dispatched regarding a large group fighting. He got there and he observed the defendant in a juvenile fighting. Activated lights and sirens. He initially went to the juvenile immediately stopped fighting. He then said that the defendant ran past his partner after still trying to get to the juvenile. He grabbed the defendant. This agent pulled away, immediately grabbed him, took him to the ground, placed the cuffs on him, put him in a scout car. I don't know. I mean, this charge is not a catch-all for everything. This charge is intended to protect police officers when defendants when defendants resist attack, assault, or do something in a matter towards the police officer. He was never going after the officer. He didn't go after him at all. He tried to get around him to get to this juvenile. I'm not in any form or fashion supporting what the defendant did. I mean, what you did was stupid and wrong. One, told me out there fighting some kids. Those days should be long gone for you. but, you know, there was no assault. And the resisting is part of the, what was going on. I don't see it as an attack against this officer in any form or fashion. You know, as such, I'm not buying it, I'm going to dismiss. Across the street may disagree with me, I don't know, but right now.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Let's go.
How you got to do
Mr. Drew, can't handle the alcohol, you need to stay away from it.
You want to see a question, turn it in, counsel?
The case number's right here too.
No, almost there.
Okay, cool.
I see it.
I have it all.
Like, just in case we don't. Some people don't. I got you, your case, you know, you- Thank you, thank you. Was that?
Yeah, it was saying there was no more ink in it. Last day of the day, everybody have a good weekend.
All right, you too.
You too.
Yeah, same here. That's what I gotta give, right?
Yep.
Gotta give. That's it, Judge?
Hmm?
That's it.